What's up, Triplets guys here, and today I'm going to talk about how real human connection on socials can help you build your local service business into that go-to name in your area. And how social media isn't about hard sales anymore, it's all about connection, and people want to hire someone that they know, like, and trust. So here's what we'll be covering. First is how to humanize your brand for the new era. Second is how to use short form content and leverage UGC to build trust fast. And third is building that local authority with the content designed specifically to speak to your ideal clients. So enough chit-chatting, let's get into it. So humanizing your brand, like how do we do this? And it comes through building that connection with your audience. And we'll get into that. But essentially, when you're talking to your audience, when you're communicating on social, you want to understand that this is your business. And your personal brand, your business brand is associated with you. So show you, show the owner, show team members, show products you're working on, because people like to see that. And I stress this enough in my videos, but on here, I just want to break this down in that you can go all out. You can share stories. You can showcase what you're doing that day, what specific work you're working on that day in the office, because it builds more of a trust basis with your already clients in your local area. Because you want to understand that when you're looking through particular products to buy, are you going to go with someone that is, obviously Amazon's a big company. However, if you were to work with someone locally, and one product page has only posts of just projects, and it's okay, that's great. It's like every other company. However, if you see another one where they're shooting videos, they're actually talking to the camera, communicating their message, and actually sharing their vision of what they're doing, they're gonna stand out in a way that's undeniable that they are the go-to, and we should just hire them because they're gonna get it done correctly, and we already have a nice little connection with them because they've been showing their faces. And so that is why you wanna humanize your brand. All right, next up is short form video and user-generated content. And so let me just kind of break this down for you. As a post, when you're doing this, and I see this with all my clients, they do posts. And the problem with posts is that, well, yes, it showcases what you did that day or a project you did. However, it doesn't build that connection, specifically expand your audience as the way short form video would. So with a post, what it's gonna do is it's just gonna target people that already follow you and really re-engage them. However, what you're really relying on with a post is that they share it. So it has to be shareable, has to be relatable, and that's really kind of hard to kind of test and specifically get better at, as opposed to doing a short form video through TikTok, Shorts. I obviously recommend Instagram. It's one of the highest used platforms, so I highly recommend using it. TikTok's kind of like a younger audience, so if your ideal clients are more on Instagram, ideally Instagram's gonna be the best way to go. So with a reel, what you want to do is build that trust, because it's going to be expanding your audience. So you want to showcase that. You want to showcase your vision, your mission, your team sites, your projects. And this is going to allow you to attract new people in your local area and start actually pre-selling people on actually working with you. And that kind of leads into the next part, which is to build that local authority. And before I forget, if you're loving this style of content, then hit the subscribe button and let's just try to get this to as many people as can and help as many people as we can, because that's my mission. So with that, building that local authority. And this comes down to showcasing your expertise, showcasing your vision, your mission. And I spoke of this a little earlier, but it's as simple as getting content that people want to see and building that trust, building that rapport, building that experience, and all that content lined up is going to allow people to actually feel connected with you and pre-sell them, like I spoke earlier. And it's what's going to allow you to actually grow on socials and become that go-to authority in your local area. And so with that, take care, and as always, have a blessed day.